For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome, 7th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20. Today, Rob Polinsky here with you, Bob Schlembaker doing the camera work. In the white uniforms are the Southview 7th graders, and in the blue are Longfellow. This is Longfellow at Southview. And the starting lineups, first for Lucas Wright and his Southview team that comes in at 1-0. Jayla Brantley, Ariana Rodriguez, Alyssa Myrick, Destiny Rouser, and Sierra Johnson. They are in the white uniforms. In blue, and with the ball is Azaria Rector. She's at the foul line, and she's coached by Kenneth Faria, as the 7th grade coach at Longfellow. They come in with a record of 1-2. The starters for Longfellow: Essence Wren, Azaria Rector, Nair Chambers, Natasha Johnson, and Divine Smith. Destiny Rouser dribbling the basketball for the 7th graders for Southview on the left side. Picks up her dribble and she travels. She was guarded very nicely there by Divine Smith. So a traveling violation will give the ball back to the Longfellow 7th graders. And with the basketball for Longfellow, bringing it into the forecourt is Divine Smith. Smith outside the three-point line, still with a right-hand dribble. Smith gets around her defender, puts it up off the rim a couple of times. It won't go in. Offensive rebound back up and in, and hitting that basket for the first points is Essence Wren. Essence Wren with the basket, and it's 2-0. Destiny Rouser has it top of the circle. Rouser inside the three-point line, she travels. So a couple of traveling violations here early in the game. Looks like we've got our first substitution of the basketball game. And it's going to be Ariana Rodriguez checking in for Southview. She wears number 16. Rodriguez will replace Sierra Johnson. Azaria Rector with the basketball. She gets it across midcourt. Rector goes in, puts the shot up, no, but she was fouled on her way to the basket. That foul is on Angelise Gomez. So inbounding is Smith for Longfellow. Tries to get it back. It gets knocked away, and Rodriguez comes out of there with it for Southview. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Southview basketball. Again, Southview in white and Longfellow in blue. 7th grade girls basketball today from Longfellow. 4:20 to go first quarter. 2-0. Longfellow out in front off the basket from Essence Wren. On the inbounds, it gets knocked away. Picked up. Shot goes up. No good. Rebound. Divine Smith back up. No good. And we're going to get a traveling violation. As coming out of there with the basketball was Jayla Brantley. But Jayla got the rebound, and then she traveled, so that'll give it back as the officials give instructions to the young ladies, tell them, explain why they call what they call. Divine Smith to inbound, does so. Gets it to Nair Chambers, puts the shot up and in. So Chambers with the basket makes it 4-0. And inbounding the basketball. They're going to get it to Rouser. Rouser gets it across midcourt. Rouser getting around Divine Smith. We have a whistle and a 3-second violation will be called on Southview. And now we give the ball back to Longfellow. Divine Smith with it. Smith gets across midcourt. Smith on her way to the basket, travels. Get a timeout on the floor for Southview as they were having problems getting the line. They trail 4-0 here. 3:36 to go in the first quarter. And that gives us a minute to let you know about the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame. They're going to have their annual fundraiser, Steak Fry. It's Sunday, March 3rd. And that's going to be from 4 to 7 at the Amherst Eagles, located on Milan Avenue in Amherst, the Amherst Eagles. Dinner is going to be $25 a ticket. Get you steak, baked potato salad, roll, beverage, and dessert. $5 of that ticket goes towards a 50-50 raffle. A basket raffle also will be held. Extra 50-50 tickets are going to be available for $5 each or 3 for $10. The athletic department at Lorain High has tickets available. Interested individuals may also contact Bambi Dillon for tickets or with any questions. So you can call 440-989-6539. How was that, Bob? You like that? You approve of that message? Bob Schlumbaker approves that message. 3:36 to go in the first quarter following the timeout. They're looking to inbound, and the inbound is going to get knocked away, and we'll have another inbound here. So Rodriguez gets the ball, and she's going to inbound for Rouser. Rouser has it. She's guarded by Devine Smith. Rouser gets the basketball. And top of the circle, her pass on the left side. And we have a scrum for it. As they fight for it, they get it to Rouser. She'll put the shot up. It goes off the glass, no good. And coming out of there is Devine Smith for Longfellow. Long outlet pass for Azaria Rector, lays it up and in. Rector with her first 2 points, and it's 6-0. With the basketball is Alyssa Myrick. Myrick gets it to Rouser. Rouser with the basketball on the drive. High off the glass, no good. Rebound put back off the rim a couple of times, no good. And coming out of there is Devine Smith. And Devine Smith is going to go coast to coast, lay it up, miss it. Offensive rebound back up, no good. Missing that was Rector. Back up by Smith, no good. And now Destiny Rouser comes out of there with it for Southview. Loses control, and Devine Smith will come away with it. Her pass ahead for Rector. Rector ahead of everybody. She'll lay it up and miss it. And the rebound shot goes up and in, and putting that basket in is Natasha Johnson. 8-0. The Longfellow 7th graders out in front of the Southview 7th grade girls. Alyssa Myrick with it, across midcourt. Myrick with a pass for Rector. She'll drive in, put it up off the glass and in. And Southview's on the board off the basket by Destiny Rouser. Makes it 8-2 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pass to Rector. Rector lost it off her foot. It will go out of bounds. And it's going to go to Southview. Rodriguez to inbound. Does so. And it's going to be intercepted. Lyric Noble. Noble with the basketball. Noble on the three-point line. Will pass it up top, and that pass is going to get intercepted. Coming out of there with the basketball is Ruth Torres, and gets called for a double dribble. Minute 33 to go in this first quarter. Devine Smith with it, will drive to the basket, put it up, yes, and a foul. So Devine Smith with her first 2 points of the ball game. She'll go to the line for a three-point play. Her team leads 10-2. For Devine Smith, favorite subject is math. She doesn't have a favorite athlete. Extracurricular activity she likes is to watch movies. And her interests include basketball. Smith's free throw is going to be short, but she gets her own rebound, and she's going to lay it back up and in. So Smith follows her shot, gets it, puts it in, and ends up being a 4-point play in essence. Makes it 10-2. Myrick with it. Alyssa Myrick had it knocked away and stolen by Rector. Rector will drive in, put it up. No, but she's going to be fouled by Destiny Rouser. Get a couple of free throws for Azaria Rector. And for Azaria Rector, Azaria likes social studies as her favorite subject. extracurricular activity is reading. She would like to be an author. And as far as other interests for Asaria Rector, she says wrestling is one of those. Free throws up and in. She has 3 points. Coming into the ball game is Sierra Jackson. Second free throw, no good. They have a lane violation, so we'll have another shot. As getting the young ladies lined up correctly. And Rector makes both free throws, so she has 4 points. And it's 14-2 with 1:08 to go in the first quarter. Coming out of there with it is Myrick. Myrick lost it, and Divine Smith has it. Divine Smith will go to the basket, put it up. It's no good. They fight for the rebound. Still loose on the floor, and Longfellow comes out of there with it. They get it to Smith from Noble. Smith puts it up, no good. Fighting for the rebound, got it, put it up and in. Smith with 6. And it's a big first quarter for Longfellow. They lead 16-2. Shot goes up, and it's short off the front of the rim. And they run down the rebound. It's Divine Smith who gets it. Divine Smith, ahead of everybody, lays it up and in. Smith's big first quarter continues. She now has 8 points, and it's 18-2 as the clock continues to run. Ten seconds to go first quarter. Destiny Rector with it. Rector on the drive. Rector put it up. No. We're going to get a couple of free throws, stopping the clock with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Up and in. Rouser has all 3 points for Southview. Checking in is Jasmine Carabello. Second free throw by Rouser. Another high free throw, and that's going to be an air ball. Doesn't hit the rim, so it will be Longfellow basketball with 3 seconds to go first quarter. And the clock will wind down, and that does it for the first quarter. A good first quarter for Longfellow. They lead 16-3. We'll be back with the second quarter. 7th grade girls basketball. It's coming up next on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
I was the first woman ever to deploy on a Strategic Air Command deployment.
You didn't just serve your country.
I lobbied for women to be on board submarines.
You paved the way for others.
I joined the Army because I wanted a challenge.
And the challenges you face now? Your VA delivers a variety of benefits. Learn more, including how to apply online using e-benefits.
No matter what time it is, you've earned them. Apply today.
Second quarter of 7th grade girls basketball is Longfellow and Southview. Longfellow in blue, Southview in white. Rob Polinsky here with you. Bob Schlumbaker doing all the camera work for us today. Appreciate his efforts. And Jasmine Carabello will get called for traveling. So it's going to be a turnover. Give it to Southview. They trail 18-3. Inbounding is going to be Sierra Johnson. She started. Now comes back into the game. Gets it to Alyssa Myrick. Myrick will drive in, put it up and in. Myrick with her first 2 points, and that makes it 18-5. 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. With the dribble is Azaria Rector. She had a good first quarter with 4 points, puts the shot up, it's no good, and the rebound will go out of bounds. Trying to run it down was Anaya Smith, couldn't quite get there in time. Myrick into the forecourt. She just scored a basket on the last trip, and she is going to be held and fouled by Rector. Inbound the basketball, and they get it to Jayla Brantley, and Brantley gets called for traveling before she can get the shot off.
Hey, you. How are you? I didn't see you up here. How you doing?
Rector with the basketball, top of the circle. Pass on the right side, gets it to Anaya Smith. Shot goes up, no good. And the rebound is being fought for, and we're going to get a jump ball. And it's going to go to Southview. Inbounding the basketball is going to be Janiyah Charlton into the game for the first time. Gets it to Myrick. Myrick has it knocked away from behind. And coming out of there with it, Jazz Murray Carabello. And we get a whistle on a travel. Coming back in for Southview is going to be Ariana Rodriguez. On the inbound, we get a whistle and a travel call before the shot by Jayla Brantley. Dribbling the basketball, Azaria Rector. Rector, top of the key. Bounce pass. Right back to Rector. She asked for it, got it. Now she'll pass it back to Anaya Smith. Smith can't get the shot off. She tries to lob it. It's going to be intercepted by Myrick. And we get a whistle as young lady's going for the steal. We're going to get a foul, and it will be Southview basketball. They'll inbound it to Brantley. Jayla Brantley with it. Where's number 1? She travels. Checking back in for Southview is going to be number 22. That's Ruth Torres. And back in for Longfellow is number 42, Divine Smith. Smith had a big first quarter with 8 points. Smith with the basketball. Gets the top of the circle to Sierra Jackson. Puts the shot up. It's no good, out of bounds. Second quarter, 4 minutes to play. And Longfellow leads 18-5 over Southview, 7th grade girls basketball. Longfellow in the blue, Southview in white. Divine Smith off the steal, puts it up and in off the pass from Jazz Murray Carabello. Makes it 20-5. Smith goes for the steal, but gets called for a foul. Smith dribbling, puts it up, and off the rim, no good. Trying to run down a rebound. She does do that. Comes out of there with it. Gets it to Carabello, right back to Smith. She'll shoot it, and she'll make it. She has 12. She is a big reason that Longfellow has the lead of 22-5 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. And they get it into Myrick. Myrick with the basketball, and she's going to get called for traveling. With some of these Southview players we've seen today, stop dribbling and their feet just keep going, and they get called for traveling time after time. But just only the second game of the year. I'm sure after some experience being out on the floor, they'll get used to it. But a lot of traveling calls so far today. Smith will dribble, bring it across midcourt. Smith inside the lane, puts up the floater, it's no good. Rebound gets down to Myrick for Southview. Her pass knocked away and stolen, and they'll go back out to Smith with it. She knows what to do with it. She'll put it up, it's short, and it's saved from going out of bounds, but they save it to a Longfellow player, and that's Jackson who misses the shot. Brantley now gets tied up, and the alternating possession arrow will go. Actually, it's going to be a foul, so it's going to be Longfellow basketball. Getting into Brantley, and there's another example we were talking about earlier. Just can't stop and picks up the dribble, gets called for traveling. So inbounding will be Sierra Jackson. Sierra's favorite subject is science. She likes watching TV. Future goal, she'd like to be a NASCAR driver. And her other interests include track and robotics. So very interesting there about the young lady who wears number 13 on her blue uniform, Sierra Jackson. You see her out there right now. Pass on the right wing to Essence Wren. Wren top of the key. Wren picks up the dribble, got it to Divine Smith. Smith will put it up off the rim, no. And the rebound is going to go to Divine Smith. So Smith gets the rebound for Longfellow. Dribbling around, puts it up again, misses. And the rebound, they fight for it, and Smith will come out of there again. Lobbing it for a teammate. Shot goes up, and missing that was Lyric Noble. Another rebound. They get it to Smith. Her jumper from the left elbow is no good. And coming out of there with it is going to be Angeles Gomez. And her pass to Brantley. Brantley will put the shot up off the glass, no good. And they're going to get it out to Jackson with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Jackson's pass on the right wing. Her shot gets blocked. And coming out of there with it is going to be Ruth Torres. Torres will stop and put up a jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Myrick back up off the glass, no good. And Jackson will steal it out of there. She'll get it ahead to Lyric Noble. Lyric wanted to shoot and gets called for traveling. Jayla Brantley picks up the dribble, looks to lob, gets it to Torres. Torres will left-hand it up there. It's no good. And on the rebound, coming out of there with the basketball is going to be Longfellow. And it is going to be Anaya Smith. She goes all the way to the basket, put it up, no good. Noble got the offensive rebound. No reset. Smith picks up the dribble, and we get a 3-second call on Longfellow. With 54 seconds to go in the half. Myrick with her pass for Brantley that was a little too strong. It's going to be intercepted by Anaya Smith. Smith with the basket, puts it up high off the glass, no good. Rebound Lyric Noble. Shot is short. Divine Smith will get the steal. She's going to drive, miss the shot, and we get a jump ball with 31 seconds to go in the half. So Longfellow to inbound, 31 seconds to go in the half. They lead 22-5. They inbound to Divine Smith. She's wide open under the basket, missed the shot, and coming out of there with it momentarily was Rodriguez, but she got knocked off the ball, and Jackson gets the steal. And she throws it right back to Rodriguez, who then travels. Divine Smith with it. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Pass up top, the jumper goes up, a three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good by Anaya Smith. And we're going to get a foul with 5 seconds to go in the first half, and that will give the ball back to Southview. Substitution for Longfellow coming into the game will be Nair Chambers. And we're going to get a substitute coming into the game is going to be Sierra Johnson will come back into the game. Myrick with it, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, gets across midcourt. Can't get the shot off, and that'll do it for the first half. So our first half is over. Our score, it's Longfellow 22, Southview 5. Bob and I will be back for the second half. Right after this timeout, you're watching girls 7th grade basketball today. It's Longfellow at Southview. 7th grade girls basketball today on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Our little superhero looks pretty happy.
Yes, he does. I've been teaching him that eating healthy will make him grow up strong. It's so important that we both encourage him to eat healthy and exercise regularly, and that we live that way in front of him. You know, it's never too early to start.
I wish I had eaten healthier when I was his age.
Yeah, maybe if you had, you would have developed some special powers also.
92% of kids and teens have a poor diet, but you can change that. Teach your kids the importance of healthy eating in a language they can understand.
Welcome back, 7th grade girls basketball. Longfellow at Southview. Southview in the white, Longfellow in the blue. And for the Southview 7th graders, Jayla Brantley with the basketball. Gets to Myrick, puts the shot up. It's no good. It's tipped, though. And so it's going to stay with Southview. 22-5, Longfellow leads here to start the third quarter. They led after one, 18-3. A low-scoring second quarter, 4-2 in favor of Longfellow. Gave them the 22-5 halftime lead. For Southview, inbounding the basketball is Sierra Jackson. Jackson will get it to Myrick. Myrick can't get the shot off and will get a jump ball. So for Southview to begin the third quarter, we have Jayla Brantley, Sierra Myrick. Also into the basketball game is Ruth Torres, Angeles Gomez, and Sierra Johnson. And now it's going to be Longfellow basketball. With it is their leading scorer, Divine Smith. She had 12 points in the first half. Azaria Rector is out there to begin the third quarter. Shot goes up, and putting the basket in is Essence Wren. She now with 4 points. So Essence Wren with a basket. Also to start the second half is Nair Chambers and Natasha Johnson. Those are the 5 on the floor to begin the third quarter for Longfellow. And Divine Smith has a steal. Smith going to try to go to the basket, puts the shot up. It's going to be blocked, but a foul, so we'll get a couple of free throws for Divine Smith. Again, Longfellow in blue with a record of 1-2, coached by Ken Faria. And for Southview, they're in white. They're coached by Lucas Wright, and their 7th grade record so far is 1-0. And a couple of free throws for Divine Smith. First one is no good off the front of the rim. Substitution for Southview coming into the game for the first time is Jalea Bahena. Second free throw, no good. And we get a jump ball on the rebound. And the alternating possession arrow will give it to the Southview 7th graders. Inbounding the basketball will be Gomez. Gomez gets it into Myrick. And here comes the 7th grade from Southview. Myrick will put the jumper up from the right elbow. It's off the glass and rim, no good. And Rector will run down that rebound. She's going to try to take it all the way. Lays it up and in. Azaria Rector now with 6 points. And it makes it 26-5. Myrick with the basketball. Gets it across midcourt. Southview not pressing anymore as they did in the first half. Torres puts the shot up. It's no good, and the rebound will come down to Essence Wren. Wren with the rebound. Where's number 14 for Longfellow? Wren will get it ahead to Rector. Rector's pass. Shot goes up, and missing that one was Chambers. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. Essence Wren with that rebound. Her favorite subject is science. Extracurricular extracurricular activities, she likes to watch television. Future goals, she wants to be a doctor. That's a great goal to have. And as far as other interests, she enjoys volleyball. Southview with the basketball following the missed shot, and we're going to get a double dribble violation on the Southview 7th graders. They're going to inbound to Divine Smith. Smith with it. Smith puts up a 10-footer off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound is going to get cleared ahead to Alyssa Myrick. Myrick with it. And then she'll lose control, and we have going to the basket was Nair Chambers. She was fouled. Chambers' favorite subject is science. Doesn't really have a favorite athlete. Her extracurricular activity is reading. She also, other interests are volleyball, and future goals, it says hair and nails. So I guess that would mean she'd want to work in a salon. Well, we've got a minute. During this timeout, we want to remind you that Lorain tax amnesty will end on March 29th of this year. From now through March 29th, the city will allow residents and businesses to file outstanding tax returns, pay the outstanding tax and interest in full without penalties, pay outstanding tax balances and interest in full without penalties, pay outstanding penalties on balances at a reduced amount. And you can do that at the Lorain Municipal Home Income Tax Division. That's on West 4th Street in Lorain. Call 440-204-1002. Those extended hours then in late March are going to be on Saturday, March 23rd from 9 to noon, Thursday the 28th, 8:30 to 7, and Friday, March 29th, that last day, 8:30 to 7. So take advantage of that. With the basketball, off the missed shot is Myrick. Myrick will drive in. Her pass comes back out to Ruth Torres. Torres with a bounce pass for Brantley. Brantley with her pass that is into a crowd, and it's going to be intercepted by Rector. Rector comes out of there with it, and she travels as Torres came back to play defense on her there. Substitution coming back into the basketball game is Anaya Smith for Longfellow. We have 3:35 to go in the third quarter. It's 26-5. Pass is going to be intercepted by Smith. Smith with the steal. Smith will drive in, lay it up and in. Divine Smith with 14 points, her first points of the second half. And it's 28-5. They're going to inbound the basketball to Myrick. Myrick will get it across midcourt. Myrick with a pass that's going to be stolen away. And they're going to get it ahead to Rector. Rector with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, takes the shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Divine Smith, put it back up, off the glass and rim, no good. Got her own rebound, tries to go back up, and we get a whistle and a traveling violation. Myrick on the inbound. They trail 28-5 with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Into the forecourt. Myrick picks up her dribble, looks to pass, knocked away, loose on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. And that gives us a minute to tell you that Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20 Spectrum Cable, 1025 on your Spectrum Cable box. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Check out the YouTube station, that's Lorain Schools TV 20. And you can like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook. You can win some great prizes. Joe Bach put on the Facebook page the other day the anniversary of that Lorain-Bedford boys basketball game that Lorain won at the buzzer when Naz Bohannon, who now is at Youngstown State, but at the time was a sophomore in Lorain, and Naz Bohannon put up the game-winning basket, and I don't think Bob Braskich has stopped yelling since. He was excited that night, Bob. Kind of a lot like you, Bob Schlumbaker. Bob Braskich was pretty excited when the Lorain boys defeated Bedford that night, and rightfully so. So 2:34 to go in the third quarter, 28-5. But the point being, if you go to that Facebook page or the YouTube station, you can check out old clips like that, courtesy of Joe and Bob Schlumbaker, who put that all together. On the rebound, Brantley puts it up. It's no good. The rebound comes back out. Shot's no good. It will go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the 7th graders from Southview. Southview in white, Longfellow in blue. 2:25 to go third quarter. It's 28-5. Inbound to Myrick. Myrick puts the shot up off the rim a couple of times. Could not fall through. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that foul goes on Rector of Longfellow, so it'll stay with Southview. Pass for Rector. Rector on the right side. Rector put it up, no good. And on the rebound, coming out of there with it, we're going to get a traveling violation on Jaliyah Bahenna, who just, or Jaliyah Bahenna, I should say. They're going to inbound the basketball. It goes to Anaya Smith. Can't get a shot off, though. And now Smith comes back out of there with it, and she'll try to hand it off to a teammate, but it's Ruth Torres for Southview who comes out of there with the basket, puts it up a little too strong. The return is up, no good. Missing that was Myrick. And coming out of there with the basketball is going to be Nair Chambers. And Chambers was fouled. Foul on Gomez. Sierra Jackson with it. Gets it on the right side. Jumper goes up, 15-footer. It's up and in. Nair Chambers now with 4 points on a couple of baskets. Nice shot from the right side. 90 seconds to go third quarter. And the Longfellow 7th graders lead 30-5. Myrick into the forecourt. Puts up the jumper off the glass and rimmed out, in and out. And the rebound comes down. Dribbling into the forecourt is Jackson. Jackson goes on the right side. Jumper goes up, no good. Missing that is Rector. And coming out of there with the basketball is Myrick. Myrick puts it up. No, but she's fouled. So a couple of free throws here for Alyssa Myrick. She has 2 points on the game. Free throw is up and in. Coming in for the first time for Lorain is Aaliyah Uten. Second free throw, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to get a jump ball. Longfellow basketball, 1 minute to play, third quarter. Azaria Rector with the basketball. She has 6 points in the game. Pass Pass on the right side for Nair Chambers. Back to Rector. The jumper goes up, no good. Rebound Chambers. Back up with a jump shot. It's short. Coming out of there with it is Jayla Brantley for Southview. The Southview 7th graders with a basketball. Brantley gets tied up by Rector. It's a jump ball. And they'll stop the clock with 37 seconds. The inbounds will go to Southview. They get it to Brantley, goes off her foot. She does run it down. She's going to put the jump shot up. It's not going to get there. And the offensive rebound by Myrick. She puts it up and in. So Myrick with 5 points. That leads the Southview girls in scoring, and it's 30-8 with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. .15 seconds to go in the quarter. Across midcourt is Rector. Rector, top of the key, will let it fly. That's short off the front iron. She tries to save the rebound, cannot do so, and stops the clock with 2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Inbounding will be Gomez. Gomez does to Myrick. Myrick gets across half court, can't get the shot off, and that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3 quarters, it's Longfellow 30 and the Southview 7th graders 8. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're watching girls 7th grade basketball, WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Stop texting and driving. If not for you, for me.
So we start the fourth quarter, Southview with the basketball following the missed shot. It's Alyssa Myrick, number 23, with the basketball. She's the leading scorer for Southview with 5 points. She'll let it fly, and that's off the back of the rim. Rebounded Divine Smith. She happens to be the leading scorer for Longfellow. She has 14 of her team's 30 points. Puts up a shot, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And this will be, the basketball will go back to Southview. Natasha Johnson wearing number 30 in the game right now for Longfellow. And for Natasha, her favorite subject is science. Favorite athlete, James Harden. Boy, what a season he's having with the Houston Rockets. Brantley with the rebound. And the shot goes up, it's no good. And other than that, she likes to draw. Her future goal is to become a nurse. Another interest would include volleyball. And that is Natasha Johnson. I hope you enjoy these when the coaches put these together for us with the kids. It's always interesting to read and find out about these young ladies. So we appreciate the ones who take the time to do that. And we're going to get a whistle on a traveling call. As not able to get the shot off was Jazz Murray Carabello. And for Jazz Murray, she likes to read. Her favorite athlete is LeBron. She likes to watch TV. She also wants to become a nurse. Her other interests include track. Myrick with the basketball. 5 minutes to play in this one. 7th graders from Southview trailing 30-8. And Myrick had to go off the foot of Divine Smith out of bounds, so it'll stay with Southview. Inbounds. Trying to get rid of the basketball, they do so. And now the pass is going to be intercepted. And it's going to be Longfellow basketball. Smith into the forecourt. Smith in between the circles. Foul line jumper goes up off the back of the rim. No good. Missing that is Anaya Smith. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. And it'll be Divine Smith to inbound. Lobs it in for Anaya Smith, but it went off her hands and out of bounds. Anaya Smith wears number 24 for Longfellow. Her favorite subject is science. Favorite athlete's LeBron. Other extracurricular activities she enjoys is cheering. Future goal is to become an attorney. Good for her. And other interests include track. Dribbling around is Myrick, and she is going to be fouled. So Southview to inbound. 4:14 to go in the basketball game. The 7th graders from Longfellow lead it 30-8. They led 18-3 after one quarter and have never looked back. And it looks like Longfellow wants to take a timeout. So I'll tell you what, Bob, let's take a timeout as well. We've got a couple of games to do today, and since you won't bring me water, we'll take a timeout. 4:14 to go in the basketball game, 30-8. 7th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Following the timeout, we have a jump ball on the inbound, so it's going to be Southview basketball. With 4:10 to play in the ball game. They trail 30-8, and they're trying to inbound in front of a crowd. Divine Smith gets the steal. Smith had it go out of bounds. And let's see whose basketball it's going to be. The referee is talking with some of the young ladies here. And it's going to be Longfellow basketball. Substitution. Coming in is going to be Rector. Coming out is going to be Smith. They'll inbound it. They get it to Essence Wren. Wren right back to Rector. Rector with a 15-foot jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound in the corner, saved by Natasha Johnson. Shot goes up, it's no good. Offensive rebound, and we're going to get a traveling call. Coming back into the basketball game is Janiyah Charlton for Southview. Myrick gets it across midcourt, and she's going to be fouled by Rector. On the inbound, it's going to be stolen away by Jazz Murray Carabello, and then he goes out of bounds. Inbounding will be Gomez. Inbound to Myrick, went off her hands, and it's going to be Longfellow basketball. 3 minutes, 24 seconds to play in the game. And on the inbound, they get it to Essence Wren. Wren with a pass on the right side. And Azaria Rector puts it up and in. That's a 2-point field goal for Rector. She has 8 points in the game now. And it makes it 32-8. Those are the first points for either team here in the fourth quarter. Into the forecourt comes Myrick. Myrick puts it up. It's going to pass is intercepted and stolen away. Coming out of there with the basketball are the Longfellow 7th graders. They get it ahead to Rector. She puts it up and in. Up the nice assist from Natasha Johnson. 34-8. Brantley with the basketball, and we're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay with Southview. Look to inbound. And it's going to be intercepted by Rector. Rector with 2:20 to go in the basketball game. Into the forecourt. Will drive in and score. Rector with 12 points, including 6 in this quarter. And it's 36-8. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of this basketball game. Myrick tries to get into Brantley. It's stolen away by Rector. Rector will go the other way, lay it up and in. Her big game continues. She now has 14, including all 8 points of this fourth quarter for her team. And I think we have a young lady who's a little bit injured and going to come out of the basketball game here is Alyssa Myrick. She's kind of favoring that ankle. She's going to come out, and replacing her will be Ariana Rodriguez. Checking in for Longfellow is Nazaria Hairston. For Nazaria Hairston, she wears number 44. Her favorite subject is art. Her favorite athlete is LeBron. She enjoys watching TV. Future goal would be to do some writing, and she enjoys basketball very much. Shot goes up from the foul line. It is no good. Missing that was Charlton. And it's going to stay with Southview with 1:03 to play. Inbound. Shot goes up. No, we have a foul, and shooting a couple of free throws will be Jayla Brantley. Well, she's not in the game right now, but playing earlier was number 40, Lyric Noble for Longfellow. I want to tell you that Lyric enjoys social studies. It's her favorite subject. Her favorite athlete is Kyrie. Extracurricular activity is to watch TV. Her future goal would be to be a surgeon. Well, good for her, and other interests, she enjoys cheering. So Jayla Brantley looking for her first point of the game. Puts up the free throw. It's no good. Short. Brantley again. That one is, again, no good. Short. And it will go to Longfellow. With the basketball is going to be Nair Chambers. Chambers gets it into the forecourt. Chambers, last couple of seconds, she'll get the shot off, but it's not going to count. No good off the rim. And that's it for today's basketball game, girls 7th grade basketball. And it was in favor of Longfellow. They win it 38-8. See the teams going to their benches. They're going to shake hands here momentarily with the win. Ken Faria's Longfellow 7th graders go to 2-2 with the loss. Lucas Wright, 7th graders from Southview, drops to 1-1. So Longfellow wins it 38-8. They were winning after the first quarter 18-3, 22-5 at half, 30-8 after 3, and they end up winning it 38-8. Leading scores for Longfellow, Azaria Rector had 14, Divine Smith had 14. They had 28 of the 38 points. And the point totals for Southview, the leading scorer was Alyssa Myrick. She finished with 5. That's going to do it for girls 7th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20. And again, we want to thank Bob Schlumbaker. Did a great job today with the camera work. We want to thank you for watching. One more time to final. Girls 7th grade basketball, it was Longfellow 38, Southview 8. This is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.